Good evening, everyone. Wednesday, September the 27th. Thank you for your company. Tonight, Fiji and Papua New Guinea on the mend after the war of words over the trade imbalance and that oxen palm. From crisis comes ingenuity. A tour operator turns the Bougainville conflict remains into tourist attractions and turning Christianity into profit. Immoral and unethical, says one church. We are at the threshold of ending the argument of trade imbalance and that oxen palm between Papua New Guinea and Fiji. A bio team from Suva is in Port Moresby to meet with the same here to resolve concerns. The Fiji team also included officials from the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Tourism. They were met this morning by our Trade, Commerce and Industry Minister Richard Maru. Jehebakia has more.
The issue of trade imbalance between PNG and Fiji took its toll this year, when it came to light that Fiji has been restricting PNG products into their markets for over 10 years. PNG's Trade and Commerce Minister Richard Maru raised the issue on the floor of Parliament, becoming an issue of vigorous debate amongst leaders and the public as well. According to Minister Maru, this has been ongoing for over 10 years, with previous ministers trying but failing to come to an understanding with Fiji in this regard.
I'm happy that after our media bash, Fijians are starting to realize we're serious and they finally responded. That's the only way they understand, and maybe we are on the right track. But I will call a specific press conference once we've processed their response through the department and NACIA and all of that. We will inform you. But what I'm happy about is the press conference we did is finally got a response from Fiji. They've been avoiding us for over 3 months here. And sometimes Papua New Guinea has to step up in order to get recognition and some response from Fiji.
The result was a war of words between the trade ministries of both countries. In late August, the national government of PNG gave an ultimatum of 2 weeks to the Fijian government to lift the ban on the export of PNG's favorite corned beef, oxen palm. Speaking in Parliament, Minister Maru said there is no biosecurity risk with the exportation of oxen palm as claimed by Fiji. Maru added that the National Agriculture Quarantine and Inspection Authority of Papua New Guinea has advised him that, as far as the authority is concerned, oxen palm does not possess any biosecurity risk, as claimed by the Fijian Biosecurity Authority and its Trade Ministry. After consultative communications with the Fijian Ministry of Trade and Industry along with the Fijian Biosecurity Authority, some form of arrangement was made. On the 21st of September, Fiji's Trade and Industry Minister Fayaz Koya notified Minister Maru's office through a letter that a delegation would be sent to PNG to discuss and find solutions to this trade impasse. The 4-person team led by trade facilitation and compliance expert of the BAF, Ronald Passard, arrived in the country over the weekend and were officially welcomed by PNG's Trade Minister yesterday.
So welcome again to PNG, to my team in PNG. Let's give them every support that's required. Let's work with them. I'm sure they've also come with a mandate to resolve this issue as soon as possible. We have the same mandate from our government. We want to resolve it in the Melanesian way, in the Melanesian spirit. Let's put that behind us, because we all have a lot to gain if we step up and sign a more comprehensive agreement between ourselves to take trade in our region up to the next level. There's no doubt the MSG trade agreement is the only agreement that's worked. Everything else we've done with Australia, New Zealand has never worked in the past.
Mr. Maru said all parties have been mandated to find a solution to this issue, and it must be solved soon to enable larger agreements such as the Melanesian Trade Agreement to flourish for the benefit of the two countries and the wider region. He assured the Fijian delegation that the Papua New Guinean team comprising of Minister Maru's department, the Department of the Prime Minister and NEC, NACIA, the Department of Agriculture and Livestock stakeholders, and the Health Department, amongst other stakeholders, will be doing everything within their powers to ensure these talks come to an amicable conclusion.
And I want to assure you of every support of our government and our team. And we look forward to the positive conclusion of your work and the outcomes that we all desire. We want free trade in the islands and in the MSG area.
According to Minister Maru, the bigger issue of concern is the Melanesian Trade Agreement number 3, which the government has been working on for the past 4 years. He pointed out that both countries cannot continue to let this little impasse hinder the development of larger agreements that will be beneficial to both parties. Within the 3 days of meetings and assessments by the Fijian team, Minister Maru urged the delegates to enjoy themselves during the stay in the country.
We don't have a story to tell except the MSG trade agreement, so we are very proud of this agreement and where it's going. And when we have small issues like this, it's better to come together and resolve it in this way. So I want to again thank the government of Fiji and thank all of you for making time to come. Apart from your work, I really hope you make new friends and enjoy your visit and have a good time and go back to Fiji with some great memories. Because we are determined to have more of your trade missions here, and we would like to come to the Bula country too and bring our goods and our products over to Fiji. And that's why this dialogue over the next 3 days is very important to us as well.
The trade minister also noted that when a country like Fiji says our products such as oxen palm is not healthy, it tends to give a bad impression on PNG's other customers. So it is important to solve this issue once and for all. From the 26th to the 30th of September, the Fijian biosecurity team will be visiting the Hugo Cannery, Paradise Foods Limited and the Trukai Industries as part of their assessments.
Jaheb Akia reporting there. After the break, Solomon Islands plans to woo Papua New Guineans as tourists.